Welcome back to Peace, Love and Tarot. This reading is for Cancer, Sun, Moon or Rising, and it's the weekly reading for December 23rd to the 29th. This week, Cancer, we have the Boundaries Oracle card. We have the Magician, the Empress, the Two of Swords, Strength, the Page of Pentacles, and the Chariot. 4 out of 6 major arcana here, guys. It's a significant reading. You know, the more major arcana, the more this links to the big themes, our soul lessons, our karma. So I think a lot of you know that you're kind of on the edge of something pretty big here. I must say that I really like this energy. It's beautiful energy. It's all about stepping back into your power, being your conscious creator, birthing things into the physical realm, moving forward in the ways that you want to. You know, I'm really seeing the shift in energy for a lot of the signs who have done the work to release those denser energies. Then we're getting these really bright, sunny spreads here. So we'll go to the tarot in a moment. Just going to read out that oracle card to get us started. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? You're being called to create clearer boundaries in your life. This could be with your friends, family, or work. Saying yes when you really mean no leads to resentment, which is the biggest energy drain ever. At first, it might only be a little bit and not feel like a big deal, but before you know it, your energy field becomes porous and you are left feeling depleted, resentful, and taken advantage of. Saying no and having clear boundaries is actually a spiritual act. The more giving, loving, compassionate people are those with the clearest boundaries, for when they say yes, they are able to give unconditionally. So maybe ask yourself here, Cancer, you know, where in your life at the moment are you not being authentic to yourself and maybe being a people pleaser, maybe overgiving, maybe, you know, it's coming to the holiday period and you've got family and friends around, you're trying to keep everyone happy, keep everyone pleased. Well, maybe you just need to make sure that you have the boundaries. It's okay to say no sometimes. You know, you don't have to go along with everything because you need to look after yourself as well and you need to protect your own energy. So anyway, just going here to your recent past situation, you know, the boundaries could relate to this as well. I feel like some of you are coming out of making quite a key decision, and you know, through this decision we can see that the energy is really about to shift and change. Now, some of you might have already made this decision already, or you might be on the threshold of doing so, because the energies can be a little bit interchangeable in terms of time. But you know, maybe this is the situation that you really needed to have clear boundaries about. This is a general reading, guys, so it can be anything, but you're really either in the past or now, currently, being called to have that strength and courage to make a clear decision, to weigh up some options in your life. And I feel like what you choose here is going to have quite an impact because it's going to lead to some greater energy coming in. So yeah, look, I mean, it can be the decision of, you know, how am I going to forge ahead in the new year? What, you know, jobs, romances, projects, what am I going to pursue? You know, maybe one of your New Year's resolutions is to work on your boundaries so that you can be more powerful, so that you can be that powerful creator of your reality. Now, the Strength card, you know, can talk about bringing those parts of ourselves back in control, our higher self and our ego. So this could be about bringing yourself back into balance. You know, and maybe when we are out of balance in those ways, that's when we can have those problems with, you know, boundaries and that kind of thing. Because that lion represents our ego. It can be our inner demons, the sides of ourselves that aren't in balance. And this angel is our higher self. And she's coaxing that lion back into control, back into a state of calm. And by doing so, it's like, you know, integrating the pieces to become whole again. And when you do that, you know, that's when you unlock your infinite potential. And that's when, you know, you are self-actualized. That's when you're, you know, operating from a place of authenticity and integrity. And that's definitely going to mean that you're going to have great boundaries. And that is the best place to make a key decision for your life from. So this Two of Swords talks about making a heartfelt decision, and it talks about making that decision from a place outside of our emotions, because we can get blinded by our emotions in decision making, especially if we are out of balance. So you need to have the strength to really tune in on an instinctual level to make a clear decision for yourself. You know, this person here is bound around the third eye, is crossing their heart. So we really need to tune into the intuitive centers and use that together with our sense of logic and our practical sense of knowledge and wisdom to make the right decision for ourselves, not to be led by our ego or our emotions, that kind of thing. So there's a key decision that you've either made or that you're on the threshold of, guys. And I really feel that that decision is going to have you moving forward in a strong new direction. So we have the Chariot and the Magician. So the Magician is all about realizing that you have the magic. You are the magic. You are the creator of your own reality, or the co-creator with the universe, if you believe in that. And it's really saying that, you know, after making this decision, there's no holding you back. You can move forward in so many different directions, and it's really, you know, your choice. You have every tool that you need in order to move forward to a beautiful new beginning and create true abundance for yourself. There is that sense, you know, as above, so below with the Magician card. And for me, this means that whatever you're experiencing in your inner world, internally, with your emotions and feelings, however you feel about yourself and your life, that's the vibration that you're putting out into the universe. And that's what we start magnetizing and attracting back to ourselves. So it's a great time to be on our inner game, to, you know, work on the sense of balancing our ego and higher self, because when we're aligned, that's when we attract the best situations to us, and that's when we become a strong manifester. So that's when you unleash your inner magician and that infinite potential. Again, you know, I've got two references to that. Now the Chariot talks about being able to move forward swiftly in a clear direction. Again, when we're in balance, we have these two sphinxes here, and they're kind of angled in different directions, and these two sphinxes can be any sense of indecision about us, any imbalances within us. It could be, you know, the difference between our ego and higher self. But when we bring them into alignment, when we bring them into balance, when we make clear and practical decisions for ourselves, that's when these sphinxes can move the stone chariot forward quickly, because he doesn't have any reins to drive this chariot. He has the magician's wand. So it's all saying that you hold the ability with your own intention, your own will to move forward, but from a place of balance. That's when it happens. Now, this Chariot card on a practical sense can indicate travel. Some of you might be moving or relocating in the new year. Some of you might have taken a trip home to friends and family for the holiday period for Christmas. Obviously, that's more than likely that many of you are doing that. But it can be, you know, a more significant move or a more permanent move as well. If it's not movement, it really is metaphorical movement forward, strong sense of moving forward in a direction at your own choosing. You know, you are the one that's in control of this. And moving forward to bigger and better things and brilliant opportunities. Look at this here, Cancer, Page of Pentacles and the Empress. Now, what I love about this is that, so the Empress is the biggest card of possibility and opportunity. She is fertile and she's ready to birth into the world, into the physical realm, your dreams, desires, your intentions, your manifestations. So, you know, it says that this is a great time to plant those initial seeds, to take the first steps of action towards whether it's study, whether it's a new job, a new relationship, because the Empress can expand that for you. She can grow and expand it and birth it. We have the Page of Pentacles here too, who's a messenger of opportunity, usually in the physical, practical realm. It can be a new offer that leads to a sense of security and stability, definitely linked to finances, new jobs, new ways to make money, that kind of thing. So the Page of Pentacles can be an opportunity that sort of comes through a message, through a conversation with somebody, through, you know, scrolling online, finding that perfect job, a new home to move into, that kind of thing. And the Empress is the person who can take this single Ace of Pentacles here and expand it into a Ten of Pentacles reality, into true abundance. So it says to me that this week and into the new year, because timing is a little fluid, guys, whatever you focus on has the ability to greatly expand if you take the right action. So have a clarity and purity in your thoughts, because these small seeds can grow into oak trees pretty quickly, I think, in the new year for you, Cancer. So that's a really beautiful omen there coming through. And so much, you know, bright, sunny yellow cards here, you know, linked to the sun energy and divine guidance, which I absolutely love. It all starts, Cancer, with making practical, logical decisions for yourself that are not ruled by your emotions, bringing your ego and higher sense into balance, to become whole, to become embodied. And from that place, you are the magic, you are the magician, and you have the ability to create whatever you desire for your life. Move forward in a strong direction once you're balanced. And from that place, well, you can birth anything you want into the physical realm. Cancer, I'm going to leave it there. I wish you a brilliant week. Have a very happy and safe holiday period and Christmas, if you celebrate that, or whatever you celebrate in your belief system. Feel free to leave me a comment if you'd like to share how this reading is unfolding in your daily life, because I always love to hear it. And I'm going to see you back here in the new year for plenty more readings.